Hello beautiful people, welcome back to our channel. We have 2-in-1 news to render, and it has to do with boils down to the fact that the feet of Nigerians are already being sealed. A lot is happening in the economic scene. Nigerians are already crying, suffering over a lot of harsh economic situation, and clergymen are beginning to talk about it. And the indigenous people of Biafra, the second one, the indigenous people of Biafra, have also decided to give one condition why they will slow down, if probably even end up agitation, if the government can give them just this one thing. Well, before we go to the newspaper to ram these two news into one very quickly, we'd like you to subscribe to our channel by clicking on the red subscribe button. Beside it, you see a bell notification icon. Please go ahead, click on it to get notified as soon as we update our channel on YouTube. Well, the outspoken Catholic Bishop of Sokoto Diocese, Bishop Matthew Hassan Kukah, has picked holes in the planned payment of 5,000 naira to poor Nigerians. He described the move as monumental scam meant to enrich a few. Bishop Kukah, who was a guest on the television program Monday, noted that the government does not have such money to pay millions of people monthly and was only playing to the gallery to curry favor going into the election year. I can bet with you that the government cannot pay such amount monthly. Where do we get such amount to pay millions of people monthly from? Even if such amount is available, the government will not pay. It is one of their usual promises. This is another scam coming from a government that has perfected the act of deceit. Oof. Democracy gives me the right to make my opinion known. So anything I say is my personal opinion and not anyone's. And it is not targeted at anyone. So I don't know why people should be offended by what I say. People do contact me from outside Nigeria to speak on issues, and I do. What I say might not necessarily be right, but that is my opinion, and so I do not expect anyone to pick offense on what I say because it is my opinion. Bakam, it is opinion. Nobody should actually pick offense on it. Don't we still have freedom of speech? But I do not know if we still have freedom of after speech. But let's continue with the news anyway. Then the second one very quickly. Over the past few years actually, indigenous people of Biafra agitation for the secession of Southeast has heightened. Amid the agitation, many stakeholders have clamored for the restructuring of the country in a bid to calm the tension. Reacting to the calls for restructuring, indigenous people of Biafra, in a statement on Monday, said it is not against restructuring, but that restoration of Biafran state is the demand of the group. The secessionist group said those benefiting from the country's lopsidedness are unlikely to heed the clamor for restructuring. The Nigerian government must bear one thing in mind: the indigenous people of Biafra is not fighting restructuring. We are not against restructuring, but our demand is not restructuring, the statement reads. Our demand is restoration of Biafran state. All we need is a state for referendum to decide whether or not we want to continue with this forced marriage. He called it forced marriage. Those who think Nigeria is ready for restructuring may have to think again. Those benefiting from the current lopsidedness have made restructuring impossible. They are unlikely to heed the clamor for restructuring. But for us, the only thing that can make us slow down a little is the government giving us a date for a referendum. Restoration of the sovereign state of Biafra is a divine mandate. Our eternal leader, Dim Chukwuemeka Odumegwu Ojukwu, told them to restructure Nigeria. They said no and brought down millions of Biafrans in that chaos those years. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and the indigenous people of Biafra, otherwise known as IPOB, did not come on board to demand restructuring. We are for total freedom and independence. IPOB reiterated that the sit-at-home order has been suspended while warning those bringing down residents of the Southeast in the name of unknown gunmen should desist. Wow, this is coming from Imapa for the Media and Publicity Secretary of IPOB. Now, Bishop Kukah have spoken concerning this issue of 5,000 naira monthly. When I heard about it, I was also wondering, why would the government be giving out, you can call it stipends because it will not go along with. There are a lot of things to be done with money. Before we know it now, this whole story reminds me of this issue of feeding school children. What is the benefit of feeding school children? Okay, if you stop now, how will the children feed? Why don't you make the environment conducive for the parents to work? Why don't you make provision of work available so that the parents can feed their children? Feeding their children for them, what kind of economy are you creating? Are you making it conducive, or are you making it appalling? Because the day you stop, then you have decided to, or unconsciously you have made the working population lazy. There are many millions of Nigerians out there looking for jobs, steady streams of income, and they are really, the basic amenities are really not basic anymore. They are actually luxury. Good roads, it's luxury these days to see good roads. It's luxury these days to have security. It's luxury because you can afford to pay for special duties or special orderlies or special security men to come protect you, because those are luxurious expenses which the common man may not be able to afford. Now imagine traveling down the road and already the Fulani bandits are having a field on our federal highways, and the issue of having some sort of protection is not even available. Now going through flight, how much is flight? Can the common man afford it? But if security is intact, then definitely they will not be struggling with the issue of 5,000. Make the security available, make the food available, allow our farmers to go to farm, let there be electricity, let there be security, let there be work. You will see Nigeria grow. We are still usually talking about open grazing at this stage, where some people are already producing flying jets, flying cars, are beginning to have technology that is mind-blowing. Come on. And now this 5,000 naira issue coming very close to election year, which is about 2022, where everything all fit to be decided. 4 or 5,000 naira due to our economy. Okay, once this dispensation leaves, what happens to the fact that by 2023 this dispensation may be leaving the block with so much debt, accrued for Nigeria to pay, and the next person that may come in may not be willing to be paying that for 5,000 naira, but then the subsidy has been removed, the hardship is there, repayment loan is there for us to pay. The repayment is there for us to pay. It's not going to disappear. We can't wish it out. It is there. Every day is increasing. Plans need to be on ground to bring out Nigeria from this heavy indebtedness, and 5,000 naira every month for each Nigeria is not viable enough to do that. Now, indigenous people of Biafra, having seen how far this thing has gone, and the fact that there may be a bleak future if there is no strategy on ground to bring Nigeria out of this level of indebtedness with the hardship waiting for the average Nigeria after this dispensation, you can only understand why the lives of indigenous people of Biafra are more powerful than the rest. And even Ilana Omodua is insisting that they want to break out, because they're already seeing the future looks already very bleak. With no strategy on ground to bring Nigerians out of poverty and looming one another, with corruption staring us all in the face, then come on, except we want to tell ourselves a lie that we have a situation in our hand. 5,000 naira is no way, anyway. It's not going to be a solution. It's just like a temporary palliative, and not even that palliative is on the surface. The level of hardship that Nigerians will face in the coming months, if nothing strategic is kept on ground, then I'm afraid we have a situation in our hands that you would agree with Bishop Kukah that he has his opinion, but it's his opinion. He may be right, he may be wrong, but what he's saying in effect is 5,000 naira is by no means a way of securing Nigeria. That's where we're going to wrap it up. Let's meet in the comment section.